Canada's so-called Prince of Pot and his wife are expected to appear at a bail hearing this morning after being arrested last night at the airport.
The Prince and Princess of Pot remain behind bars this morning.
They were charged, obviously, on drug-related charges. We know that because the bail hearing that they were supposed to have today was supposed to be in the courtroom that is designated for drug-related charges, but police aren't commenting on what those charges are.
Marc and Jodie Emery, who own and run Cannabis Culture, a chain of pot dispensaries, arrested yesterday at Toronto's Pearson Airport and charged with drug trafficking. Now, a number of Cannabis Culture locations were also raided by police.
There is a gigantic poster back there, a huge banner of Justin Trudeau. And of course, the poster says, "Stop Harper, vote for Justin." Now, the problem with this is that how many times do we have to have a politician promise us something under this banner of hope and change, and we're going to give you what you want, and have them not do it? Justin is no different from Harper. These are two wings of the same bird, so he is riding on this weed ticket. How many times do these politicians have to make these promises before we start to realize that they don't carry out these promises once they get in?
Your concerns are not my concerns.
It seems like a dangerous move to put that much into somebody like Justin Trudeau when you're not even aware what kind of foreign policies and what kind of wars of aggression he might continue, or if he's going to continue the things that Stephen Harper has been doing, the things you've been fighting against for 14 years. How do you know you're not being duped into voting for Justin Trudeau to carry on these same old things, the same old left-right, same two sides of the same bird?
Your concerns are not my concerns. I don't have any of those concerns.
What the kind of person to say a toe-to-so? But you know what? A toe-to-so. A fucking a toe-to-so.
This is Dan Dix here reporting for Press for Truth, and in a case of reaping what you sow, Marc and Jodie Emery have just been arrested under the Trudeau government as they were en route to a cannabis conference in Spain. And in this video, we're going to break down for you the timeline of events that brought us to this point. Now, first of all, any followers of Press for Truth will know that we are completely against any kind of laws against cannabis or any sort of regulations involving the cannabis plant whatsoever. We feel that people should not have to go to jail for merely having interacted with this plant. In fact, we are sponsored by some of Canada's finest producers of medical-grade cannabis and extracts, Skunk and Panda Extracts and Liberty Farms, and we also work closely with the Cannabis Growers Association of Canada, who are actively working towards legalization that will actually benefit Canadians, and not just Trudeau and his crony capitalist fat cat insiders. But at Press for Truth, we have also been warning of the extreme dangers when it comes to Trudeau and his destructive policies. And Marc and Jodie Emery have been the tip of the spear when it comes to rallying Canadians to get behind Trudeau and to vote for him no matter what. All with the hopes of securing their legacy and attaching their name to legalization. I tried to warn the Emerys that what they were doing was not only self-centered, but it was incredibly irresponsible. And in fact, it was quite dangerous to the well-being of future Canadians. They chose to ignore my warnings, and they not only put utter blind faith in Trudeau, but they also galvanized the youth and the cannabis community in general to get behind this man who promised change. And it ended up just putting them behind bars. And again, I want to reiterate that this is indeed a grave injustice. No one should be put behind bars simply for having interacted with the cannabis plant. But when you champion for the state to solve the problems of the state, and you convince others to do so as well, you're going to reap what you sow. The Trudeau government does not care about the growers who built this industry. The Trudeau government does not care about the medical benefits of cannabis. And the Trudeau government certainly does not care about locking people up for victimless crimes. So my question today is, when are we going to learn that voting for a new overlord is not going to get us what we want? The system is not broken, my friends. The system is fixed. So if you want to see real change and a positive move towards actual legalization that's going to benefit Canadians, join the CGC, the Cannabis Growers Association of Canada. They've been actively working towards legalization that, when it does come, will benefit Canadians and not just Trudeau and his insiders and posers that are seeking to secure their legacy at any cost. So check the links in the description to find out how you can get involved. And as an independent media outlet here that is funded solely and entirely by you, we do need your support in order to continue. So if you appreciate our efforts and you like the work that we produce here at Press for Truth, please consider making a donation or becoming a PFT member or a PFT patron.